Hello and welcome to Radiant Moments, a J&B podcast. I'm Michelle, your host, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey of discovery and connection. Before we dive into our discussion, I want to invite you to take a moment for yourself. Find a comfortable spot to settle into, perhaps brew yourself a cup of tea or coffee, and let's create a space where you can truly unwind and feel at ease. In the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, it's easy to forget to prioritize our own well-being. But here in this moment, I want you to give yourself permission to pause, to breathe, and to simply be present. Consider this podcast as your sanctuary, a place where you can explore, reflect, and nurture your inner spark. So go ahead, grab yourself your favorite mug, take a sip of your chosen beverage, and let's embark on this journey together. Whether you're a seasoned caregiver, someone who's just starting out on this path, or simply someone who wants to learn more about the caregiving experience, know that you're not alone. I'm here with you every step of the way and ready to listen, support, and uplift you. Together, we'll uncover the radiant moments in our caregiving experiences, share the stories of resilience and hope, and provide valuable insights and inspiration to support you on your caregiving journey. We'll celebrate the transformative power of caregiving, the strength and resilience of caregivers everywhere, and discover the power of compassion and connection. So sit back, relax, and let's share a cuppa as we embark on this journey of self-discovery and growth. In our previous episode, we delved into the understanding the carer's role as an information broker and discussed strategies to hone this skill. Today, we're exploring something a little different but equally impactful: the role of music in caregiving and its profound influence on emotional well-being and the quality of life for both caregivers and their loved ones. Before we begin today, I want to emphasize our commitment to maintaining the confidentiality and anonymity of our community members. In this episode, we'll be referring to our caregiver as Diane and Zoe as our loved one on a medical journey. To protect their privacy at J&B Inspired, we take great pride in creating a safe, respectful, and open space where our community members can share their stories with confidence. So let's begin. Music has been used for centuries as a form of expression, healing, and connection. It has the power to evoke deep emotions, bring comfort, and foster a sense of peace, qualities that are invaluable in a caregiving environment. Let's start by reflecting on how music can affect our emotions, whether it's the rhythmic beat of the drums, the calming melody of a piano, or the familiar lyrics of a favourite song. Music taps into our emotional core. For caregivers, this can be a form of release and emotional regulation. When you're in the middle of a stressful day, or after experiencing an emotionally challenging moment, listening to calming music can help soothe frazzled nerves, lift your spirits, and even provide a safe space to feel the emotions you have been holding in. Music has the ability to transcend words. It allows us to express emotions that we might not be able to articulate, which is essential for both the caregiver and the loved one. Sometimes in caregiving, words fail. We feel overwhelmed, stressed, or heartbroken, and it's in these moments that music can speak for us. But it's not just about the caregiver. Music can deeply affect our loved ones as well. Research has shown that music can help reduce agitation, stress, and anxiety in individuals with dementia, Alzheimer's, and other cognitive disorders. It can invoke positive memories and feelings, creating a comforting environment during times of distress. Even in the moments where verbal communication might not be possible, music allows us to connect on a deeper emotional level. Music isn't just background noise. It can be a powerful tool for connection. I'm sure many of you have experienced moments where your loved one lights up when they hear a familiar tune or taps their fingers to the beat of a song they know. This is because music triggers memories, particularly those associated with emotion, more than any other form of communication. For loved ones who are nonverbal or have difficulty communicating, music provides a unique bridge. It can become a way for them to communicate their feelings, even if they can no longer express them verbally. Maybe they hum along to a song that brings them comfort. Or perhaps you have noticed how a particular piece of music calms them during a challenging moment. For caregivers, this connection through music can create meaningful shared experiences. In the midst of all the practical tasks of caregiving, music allows us to bond with your loved one in a way that transcends the day-to-day challenges. It's a reminder that even in difficult times, there's space for joy, for connection, and for shared memories. Now let's talk about the caregiver's perspective. We know that caregiving can be emotionally and physically exhausting. There are days when you feel like you've given all you can and there's little left for yourself. This is where music comes in, not just for your loved one, but for you. Music can be a powerful tool for self-care. Have you ever taken a few moments to just listen to a song that calms you, energizes you, or helps you feel completely grounded? Incorporating music into your self-care routine can help relieve stress and create a sense of peace. Whether you use music to unwind at the end of the long day or as a motivator during caregiving tasks, it can become a valuable resource for emotional regulation. I encourage you to create playlists that reflect different moods or needs. For moments of stress, consider calming instrumental music. For times when you need an energy boost, play something upbeat and motivating. And when you need to feel seen, choose songs that resonate with your emotions. You may find that simply taking a few minutes to listen to a favourite song becomes a small yet powerful act of self-care. Let's dive a little bit deeper into the science of why music has such a profound effect on our emotional well-being. Studies have shown that listening to music releases dopamine, the brain's feel-good hormone, which helps improve mood and alleviate stress. Music also reduces the level of cortisol, the stress hormone, allowing both caregivers and loved ones to experience calm and relaxation. In caregiving, where the emotional toll can be heavy, having a simple tool like music to regulate mood can make all the difference. This is why music therapy has become a recognized practice in helping individuals manage anxiety, pain, and even depression. Caregivers, by integrating music into daily routines, can create an environment that nurtures both their emotional well-being and that of their loved ones. Now let's hear two sides of the caregiving journey, the caregiver and a loved one on a medical journey, and how music positively contributes to their individual experiences. As a caregiver, I sometimes feel overwhelmed, like my emotions are on a constant roller coaster, but music has been my lifeline for me. There's something about putting on a playlist that sparks my mood, whether I need to release pent-up frustration with something upbeat or find peace with calming tunes. It gives me a sense of control, and most importantly, it allows me to reset. There are times when the only thing that can bring me back from feeling completely exhausted is hearing a familiar melody. It helps me stay grounded and reminds me of the joy that still exists, even in the toughest moments. Sharing that music with my loved one has also given us a way to connect beyond words. Diane said, "For me, music is the energy and influence that calms a soul. Whether it's simple songs for kids, some good old rock and roll, or even the soothing vibrations of healing bowls, music is essential. There has been days where everything feels heavy, when the caregiving load is almost too much to carry. You walk into the house after a particularly challenging day and the air feels thick with tension. Then I turn on the iPad and start singing Five Little Ducks like I'm performing in front of thousands. It's silly, but by the end, I'm smiling, laughing, and even dancing along. Music and singing settles my home. Sometimes it's loud, pumping music when I'm on my own, and other times it's 3 different styles playing all at once to help us self-regulate. Each of us has our own needs, and music meets us where we are. I honestly can't imagine the insanity life would be if music didn't fill me and my home. It's like getting a happy boost that touches every nerve center. My whole body and mind just settle, breathe, and feel good. But music is more than just a feel-good tool. Recently, I started going back to Reiki meditation, and I'm planning to begin yoga again. There's something about the chants, the vibration, the power of song that just fills me with life. After an hour of sound healing, I feel alive and ready to take on the world. I remember sitting in church listening to a string quartet playing Pink Floyd, and the music reverberating through my entire being. It was as if the sound touched my soul. In those moments, music completes me. It fills me with a calmness that I can't quite explain, but it feels like home. It is my sense of self. My loved one plays music for me during some of the hardest moments, and it really helps. When I'm scared or in pain, music makes me calmer. There is one song we listen to. It became our song. Hearing it reminds me that I'm not alone, and it makes everything a little less scary. Even when I can't talk about how I feel, the music helps me feel understood. And sometimes we even laugh and sing along. It turns tough days into something we can share together. Zoe said, "For me, music provides a layer of atmosphere that makes me feel less alone. Whether it's in the background or something I'm fully immersed in, it's always there to offer a sense of familiar comfort. One of the things I love most about music is that I can change how I feel based on what I'm listening to. When I feel anxious or uncertain, I can switch on a playlist that lifts me. Or when I'm feeling introspective, I turn to something more mellow. Music isn't just sound, it's like a companion that helps me navigate my emotions. And sometimes music is just music. There's a beat to distract me when I need it, or a funky tune that I can't help but repeat over and over. Music takes me to a place I like to visit regularly. It's like I'm the control of the volume, of the energy it brings, and that's something powerful to someone like me. Without it, I wouldn't feel as cool, calm, and collected as I do. Music helps me find control, even in situations where everything feels uncertain. It's funny actually. I have so many playlists for exactly these purposes. In my office, I carefully curate music that sets the tone for my day, something that helps me stay motivated, focused, and calm. When I'm stressed, it's the music that keeps me from feeling overwhelmed. It's essential. My playlist helped me navigate the day safely and get me back home calm and centered. In both of these stories, we see how music becomes more than just background noise. It's a powerful force that helps us manage emotions, builds connection, and finds calm amidst the chaos of caregiving. Whether it's through singing, listening to a favorite playlist, or finding solace in musical vibrations, music brings us closer to ourselves and those we care for. You might be wondering, how can I practically integrate music into my caregiving routine? Here are a few ideas to consider. Morning rituals. Start your day by playing soft, uplifting music as you and your loved one wake up and get ready for the day. It sets a positive tone and helps ease into the morning. Meal times. Play familiar or soothing music during mealtimes. For some, music can increase appetite or simply make mealtimes a more enjoyable experience. In the quiet moments. During rest times, choose gentle instrumental music to create a calming environment that promotes relaxation or napping. Engagement activities. Play upbeat, familiar tunes to encourage movement or interaction. You can create a dance or a movement session that allows for physical activity while having fun. Finally, bedtime routine. End the day with peaceful, calming music that signals it's time to wind down for sleep. Remember, the goal is to make music an easy, enjoyable, and integrated part of the day. You don't need to overthink this. Trust that the right music at the right time can work wonders for both you and your loved one. As we wrap up today's episode, I invite you to reflect on the role music plays in your caregiving journey. How can it support you and your loved one, not only in moments of difficulty, but in creating moments of joy, connection, and peace? Music is not just a form of entertainment. It's a powerful tool for healing, connection, and emotional well-being. As caregivers, we have the privilege of using music to enrich the lives of those we care for and to nurture ourselves in the process. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Radiant Moments. I hope you found today's discussion both insightful and uplifting. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We are here together, sharing these radiant moments and finding strength along the way. Before we close today, I want to give you a sneak peek into our next episode. we'll be diving into the intersection of self-care and milestone celebrations in the caregiving journey. We often focus so much on caring for others that we forget to celebrate our own achievements, big and small. In the next episode, we'll explore ways caregivers can prioritize their own well-being while celebrating milestones for both them and their loved ones. Whether it's a breakthrough in your loved one's care or a personal victory in your own life, milestones deserve recognition. So make sure to tune in and discover how to bring joy into every step of your caregiving journey by celebrating yourself. Until next time, keep shining your light and let the music guide you through your caregiving journey. Stay radiant and keep the rhythm of compassion alive. Thank you for tuning in. If you found today's episode helpful, don't forget to subscribe. As always, feel free to reach out. I'd love to hear how you're using music in your caregiving journey.